Woko! Anime lady fans, how you guys doing? We are here for the My Hero Academia, aka for the weebs, Boku no Hero Academia review of chapter 217. And guys, Legend Dash, and I'm here with, as always,
Sam the Manga Man.
and it's exciting to come back here, guys. It is the review portion of My Hero Academia, and this chapter is exciting, it's amazing, truly fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good chapter. There was so much to go into, so much information has been put into this. So let's get to it. Or
Yeah,
else,
let's get to the review portion starting now for chapter 217. So, what did you think of the chapter, Sam?
I thought it was really informative. Really, there's so much
Agree.
information within this one chapter, and so much things was going on within this entire thing. And I'm kind of sad that, well, I'm kind of like not sad, but more disappointed that we have to wait 2 weeks in order to get a new chapter. That's
Yes,
the most worst part.
agree with that. And but one thing, I'm more sad on my end. I wish, I wish the author Horikoshi
Hmm.
give Bakugo more bad words to say, because in the first cover, in not cover page, in the first page, he said, "Why are you holding back? Huh, scared?" I wish he said, "Why are you holding back? You scum? Are you scared?" Like I wish he went more. Not that I want Bakugo more violent, because he's already
More
violent and
insulting. You
scum
mean for
already.
more insulting in a way?
Yeah, I want him to be more insulting, like push him to the edge of the corner for Deku to unlock the Black Whip or unlock the other quirks. I want Bakugo not like he's violent already. He's physical violent, and he's violent with his words. But I want to be more insulting. Like I want to push Deku because he. You saw him in the flashback. He was very proper and very understanding when Deku told Oma and Bakugo about his quirks and what happened on the training session and what happened in his mind. Bakugo was very understanding and went straight to a punch and said, "You have the same power as All for One. You are exactly like him. Your power of All for One and One for All, they both hold quirks. And you guys are exactly the same." And Oma said, "Well, I didn't want to point that out there, but he got a point."
I mean, yeah, exactly. Bakugo like was not going to be bullshitting anything. He was just better with his theories of what was going on with Deku and the One for All powers. And apparently, All Might, he knew it was there, but he didn't want to say it out loud to
Yeah,
probably not to scare Deku and whatnot. But Bakugo was right, and it's better to just straight up say it because there's no use to hiding information from Deku, especially when he himself is trying to figure it out on his own, or at least
agreed.
with the help of his One for All quirk from all the predecessors, but they don't work on command. That's the thing. But when Deku was learning about the Black Whip, he starts thinking like, I might as well just lock it up. I'm not going to be using the Black Whip unless I really need to. And so, like, when I need to, I'll probably unlock it. But in his point of view, he's probably thinking, I need to envision of how to use it, of me using it to maybe know how to use it in the first place, if anybody can understand what I'm trying to say.
But what you said from that line and what you try to paraphrase from what you said about Deku, if I feel like you're trying to find an on and off switch. Know how to turn
Basically.
it on, know how to turn it off.
Hmm. And he can't find it yet. And since he can't find it yet, he's not going to use the Black Whip power. And that's kind of a short lived for this new quirk. So.
I would love to see another training session with Baku and Deku next chapter or in the next couple of chapters or during the training session because Bakugo is a great training partner for Deku because I
Hmm.
know Bakugo could handle the physical abilities of what Deku cannot throw at him, but he could try. But Bakugo as a teacher it's just fantastic the insulting words and those screaming. And I just love impersonating him as his voice when he tries to scream at Deku. It's amazing. So
Honestly, I think all Bakugo was doing was just finding an excuse to beat up Deku. He's
could
just
be
finding
too.
any excuse just to beat up Deku. Oh, you need to use your quirk? You need to learn how to use this? All right, I'll beat you
What?
up
Do
and
it!
use it.
Do it!
You want to practice your all for one? Okay, no problem. I'll beat you up. And this like anyway, any excuse he wants, he'll want to beat up Deku. So it's always gonna be the same thing either way.
However, speaking about quirks, about Bakugo and Deku, somebody else is smart, but also as Bakugo said, he's a brick. It is Shoto Todoroki.
Mm-hmm.
He realized that he has two quirks now for Deku, but then he said, but then Bakugo's like, nah, it's the same power. It's just that it's more of one power. It's just that it has different personalities,
Yeah.
different this, he's trying to beat around the bush. And Todoroki believe him. And Bakugo's like, you dumbass. You're smart, but you're a dumbass.
It's more like Todoroki believes anything that Deku even say because Deku has helped him so much, especially got him to this far so long, so he'll believe anything he'll say and
Agreed.
not go further into it like Bakugo does. And because of that, since Class B came over and both Class A and Class B were talking about their lesson, they
Yeah.
all were thinking about how to improve, especially with Todoroki. And he literally was searching for his own father and the Avers for help, teaching him how to use the flash fire
He
quirk.
reached out to him. He actually replied to his clingy father. He said, "Hey, go focus on that. But can you help me teach me Flashfire?" He didn't respond to him. He just said, "I need a favor. Teach me." Okay, cool. So
And
that's
like
pretty cool. And
basically,
I love how Endeavor was like, huh, this is pretty fascinating that you're the one that came to reach out to me and you're the one that brought it up instead of me. So he was very intrigued of that type of scenario that you're the one that's coming to me, not me coming to you, looking for you. You're the one that's asking for help. So that was pretty interesting.
I mean, yeah, because all this time, like, Never was trying to fix himself by trying to be a better father, and like he was being that whole helicopter parent by asking, "Yo, are you surrounding? Talk to me, son. Talk to me. I want to hang out. I want to hang out. I want to hang out." Like, just teach me how to do this. Okay, no problem, son. It's like kind of a mind of a doting parent that's trying to make up for all the bad shit that he's done.
Agreed.
And really, Todoroki is just using that as an advantage to be stronger and learn how to use his quirk for his fire side.
Agreed.
Moving on, I remember. I guess we could point out that image that me and you saw with Mina and I forgot his name.
Monoma. No, no,
Monoma.
sorry, not
No, no,
Monoma.
no, no.
Mineta.
Mineta. And
Yes, guys. We didn't point it out in the live reaction. Me and Sam both look at each other. We both thought about it. We said, hey, let's hold this for the review. And somehow we both knew about it. We hold it for review. Because it's just that so freaking out of left field. But so, like, while everybody's talking, Mineta's dead ass in a torture in the middle of the fucking room between Class A and Class B, just talking to each other about the training session, the quirks, how to improve, what's your new specials, do you have any pictures of Hawk being naked and all that bullshit? And Mineta's like, what am I watching? What am I watching?
pretty much he was just being punished because of what he was doing to Mina and
Yeah,
during that session. So yeah, he was getting his just desserts.
so that's
And the
pretty
whole
fascinating.
brainwashing.
So
Then we
next,
transition to the teachers and the principal with Aizawa Sensei getting Shinsha's approval into the hero class.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
And what's further on with Aizawa leaving with the microphone teacher Yamada,
Mike
Yamada
Master.
was wondering like, why did you want Shinsho into this hero class? Is it because he reminded you of him yourself, or was it because he reminded you of a person named Shirakuma, which we don't know who he or she is, but we'll probably learn in the future.
Of
So
course. And
that's within the theories.
that was pretty fascinating of how Mike Master came into approach it like, yo, so bro, like wanna talk about it? And I love how Aizawa reminds me of you a bit in this line.
It's
It's
like, yo, don't play around, don't fuck around. Just tell me, just straight up tell me what do you want, what your point is. Like, no, nothing. I'm just stating some facts and shit.
and like I love that about Aizawa. He just gets to a point like, okay, you done? Okay, cool, let's move on. I'm
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Like, stop, don't fuck around. Just tell me what you need. Like, what do you just straight up say it? Because like
So
that's wasting time if you don't tell me.
that's pretty fascinating. Now let's go to the last topic. Let's cut it short and simple. Monoma was brought in by Aizawa to copy her quirk
Eerie.
by Eri. So that's pretty interesting and fascinating. But it seemed like not that it's not going well, it's just that Eri is not in a way her quirk and herself is not kind of cooperating with Monoma copying skills. So
Yeah,
it's like they're struggling a bit because he was brought in to make her feel more comfortable, and he could probably teach her how to use her own quirk if he copies it.
basically, yeah. Because like when we were reading the last few chapters, we thought Monoma's copying abilities was almost unstoppable. But when the moment when he said blank, we were all confused of what he was trying to say.
Most definitely.
We learned that it means that his quirk, Monoma's quirk, can learn the bare bones essence of a quirk. Like he could copy like their like figurines or disfigure the light and touch of telekinesis or whatever. But if this power of quirk requires you to be like super strong or be able to your body to be able to handle it, like Deku's quirk, then it'll go horribly wrong with side effects, and literally, like Deku said, bye bye to his limbs. Meaning, like, uh, Monoma needs to be able to handle this other people's quirks because he needs the body for it.
And that's very interesting because he said, "What do you mean by blank?" He said, "She's the same type as you, with the type of quirk that has storage of something up." And that's very interesting because so like Eerie, one for and all for one have the same abilities or same power. And where the store something like they're literally like a storage unit. They store and powers and they can explode. So each of those quirks that each of them have is
It's
really fascinating and more of intriguing.
We also had another example too with for that fat containing ability for fat gun
Yeah.
ability as well. Same thing. Like it works just the same way. It needs to be stored abilities for him to use, but he could still copy like Erie's horn, which we see from his picture.
Yeah, that's pretty dope too. I can't lie. It's so simple, but yet so dope.
And then in the end, Eri feels bad about her powers again, wish she never had them. But Deku always tells her, like, it's okay to have these powers. You'll learn to control them, and the use of your powers is dependent on how you use it. So just work hard on controlling them, and you'll be able to do what's right for being a hero. Like just like Deku needing to control one for all quirk. So
And
he
he
can
was
be a
giving
hero.
and he was giving that speech to her, but also he was giving that speech to himself. That's
Yes.
because he was telling him, "You could do it, Erie," but then he said, "I could do it too because I need to make this quirk my own." Just like it when I told All Might, I'll make this quirk my own.
Mhm.
Someday, I need to master the power too of one for all. So that's what he was teaching himself as well. He was like,
Exactly.
"If you could do it, Erie, we can do it together," but without telling her or telling them. He was telling himself. So that's pretty fascinating. Where he's trying to pump her up, but at the same time, he's trying to pump himself up. So that was pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I think that's all they would want to talk about. I think that's everything that we've covered throughout this entire chapter.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks that we have to wait until March, but
Third, 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from this Sunday. And as always, guys, you know that you get your videos of these on Monday when it drops. But guys, we want to ask you guys if you want us to give you like some type of theory video next Sunday to kind of fill in the slot of My Hero Academia being on break, because we have a couple theories, but we don't really know too much. But that's more on you guys if you want us to put a little more theory type of video, what's to come, and it could be. So give us your thoughts and anything else to add, Sam,
I'm
before we
good.
go.
Nope.
All right, guys. So as like I said, comment down below. Give us your thoughts about this chapter. What are your theories? Would you want us to do some type of theory video of the manga next week, or anything else? Give us your options. In addition, you guys like the video, subscribe as well, and press the notification on the left side of Sam, because I'll be glad and appreciate if we do be notified all the time when we upload videos every day, every week, and every year, guys. Other than that, stay frosty. Hashtag My Hero Academia and Boku no Hero Academia.
Peace.